Hello everybody, welcome to a reaction video. I've never really done one of these, but I thought because of a special occasion I can do the Nintendo Direct. Now, it has been, I believe, 534 or 24 days since the last one, and that's not including like the mini ones and the indie ones or like a one game themed one, because those have happened before. But this is like an official one, and it looks like it's going to be 50 minutes long. So I'm a little late. It's not live anymore. I just got on like maybe like 5 minutes ago. So I don't have anything showing. I shut down my social media stuff so that I won't get spoiled. So hopefully everything will be um, all surprises for me. So a couple of things that I'm hoping for, because most people do this. Um, for Smash Brothers, I wouldn't mind Crash Bandicoot or who else? Who else am I thinking of? The Monster Hunter. So like Hunter, that'd be kind of cool, because they'd be kind of like Byleth, but like maybe more unique, and you know they have a lot more like maybe strength to it, even though Byleth's pretty strong. And I guess people or the characters that a lot of people want are either, I don't know, Geno, uh, I think Rex from Xenoblade II, I think, and I'm trying to think of who else could be possible. I don't know, Master Chief. That's a joke. But anyways, a couple of games that I'm hoping that they show is I don't think they're gonna show Bayonetta 3. A friend of mine told me that Platinum Games said that they weren't gonna do that, so I'm not looking unless they surprise us. But I don't think we're gonna be getting that. Um, what else? I wouldn't mind a new Mario Kart game. That'd be kind of cool, because I think Mario Kart 8, because I have it on my Wii U, it's pretty old. And I wouldn't mind a new Mario Kart game, but maybe, just maybe, like a Nintendo Kart game where it's just now just Nintendo characters. Um, let's see. Earthbound. I wouldn't mind if they finally brought Earthbound to Switch. That'd be kind of cool. And if they remaster it, that'd be awesome. Um, there's Breath of the Wild, but they might have like a specific direct dedicated to Zelda, so maybe we'll wait on that and see where that goes. Um, hmm, what else? Um, maybe Metroid, but uh, I don't know. There's not a lot of games that I can think of at the moment until like they show up and they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, guys, check this out." And then that's when I'm going to be like, "Oh, of course that game." But anyways, I think I'm done talking. Let's just watch the video and see where this takes us. Or maybe, hold on. I'm not going to look. Where does it start? Maybe I didn't start too. Best editing right there. Cool beans. This is going to be fun. Oh man, it's been such a long time. I'm excited. Oh, Xenoblade 2.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Her buns are on fire.
I couldn't find it
Little light
anywhere.
bulbs. The character designs are interesting. I've never really played a
It was as
Xenoblade
if she
besides the
vanished
first
off
one,
the face of
but that's
all
just a
rest.
little bit on the Wii.
Without a trace. Where have you gone?
His accent.
I'll find you, whatever it takes.
Uh-oh.
This is where you were. Pyra!
I think that's Final
Sorry,
Destination.
Rex. I couldn't tell you
Uh-oh.
because I got an invitation to join Smash.
Just her, not him. Uh-oh.
What? I thought I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis. Smash Flare!
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
With fire.
Flame Nova!
That's pretty cool.
Revolt! Blazing End!
That's genius! You're pretty much owning them, and these are seasoned fighters!
Pretty much
There are no
own them.
pushovers!
Talk about a tight spot.
Mithra?
Is this a counter?
Let me handle this.
It just blows in his face. Uh-oh. Alternate costume.
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh? Oh, hey, were these guys planning on leaving? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through! Lightning Buster! Photon Edge!
Oh, that
Ray
was
of
cool.
Punishment! Chromata!
Do they fight differently?
Foresight!
Counter.
What? You can even use that?
Right here!
Oh, it's
You
a
two
switch.
can swap between each other freely.
That's cool.
Serious firepower and blinding speed. Together, nothing can stand in our way!
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this whole buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some pork.
You're all mine!
I'll lay you a hand.
Sacred Arrow!
He's just the final Smash character.
Burning
Nailed
It's like
it.
Prom.
Sure did!
just the
With
background
our
character for
power. Shulk?
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you!
Fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
Okay. Rated T for teens. They didn't do that for Bayonetta. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the volume up.
Hello, everyone.
There
It's
we
been
go.
a while. I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We appreciate your continued support. Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mithra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay
Wow.
tuned just
That's
a bit
early.
longer. All right, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
They're really just like Yes! Yes! Alright. We're here. Am I buying it again? Am I buying it again? I think I am. Can I put my profile on my PlayStation on? Yeah! I'm excited. I got goosebumps. I love this game. I don't care what anybody says about it. It's such a fun game to play.
Stumble toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Nice. I'll take it. Awesome.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Venture into the vast reaches of space to uncover the secrets left behind by an ancient civilization. You have 22 minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe.
That's actually pretty cool. I've heard about this game.
What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
That's pretty cool.
Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind, 2 deep cuts from Nintendo history, are coming to North America for the first time. Localized in English and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner.
The detailed old
You'll be
lady.
on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia.
I can see my girlfriend playing this.
But that's not the only case to crack.
Uh-oh.
一人で教室にいると後ろから誰かの呼ぶ声がする
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums. Can you figure out who the culprit is before it's too late?
That guy's mustache is
助け
huge.
てここから出して
Uh-oh.
自分の目の前に血染めの少女が立っている
Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. A new age of battles begins.
Is this Fire Emblem? It is Fire Emblem. Is it? No, is this Dynasty Warriors? Uh-oh. I think this is Dynasty Warriors. Like the Naruto music playing. You want to die? Samurai Warriors?
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi. Character designs and visuals have been revamped for this installment. Unleash high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles. In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
Slashing its way. I like how the A is like hairstyle.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons.
Wait a second.
After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
I got a goosebump. I remember playing this game on the Super Nintendo.
You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty. During your travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life. It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story. Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up at home.
Scary pumpkins.
The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land.
Turn off enemy encounters?
Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
What about Chrono Trigger? That'd be nice. Wait. Monster Hunter. I have this game pre-ordered. Oh, I'm excited. Wait, is this the new game? Oh, it's the spider. Wow, that's a different type of spider. Wait, is this the game? It looks so much nicer now. I remember him. I hated this guy. Maybe there was like a fart monster. This looks so nice. Mud monster. Oh my! This game is great.
Elder, I have important news.
So it's finally beginning.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet!
Forward boss fight?
Can't lose this gauge! Pull yourselves together!
You're not getting it!
Oh man, me and my buddies are gonna have so much fun with this.
Go rampage somewhere else!
You listen to me now!
That's so cool. I'm excited. Forward mode.
Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
The apex?
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
Aw, man. The game was looking so much better.
Inoa, we should start preparations right away. We're here to offer assistance. We must stop the Calamity!
I got that pre-ordered. I'm excited. I hope my friends are ready for that. That's okay. Maybe.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th.
And there was a spider in that game.
Next,
that had, like,
please take a look at this.
Oh, I guess I'll stop. Mario Golf?
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing.
This is the new Wii Golf right here. It has like the same like
Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery.
Fine. You look all dapper.
Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes. And a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain.
That's high tech. I don't even think normal.
These features can help you ace your shots.
That's cool.
In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club. gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing.
Oh, and then you can run around?
On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf.
Oh, you gotta dip it?
Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time.
This is the best way to play it, right
you'll race
here.
through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play.
Special
Make use of
moves.
dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention story mode? As a Mii character,
look at that,
you'll start out
Goomba.
as a rookie and
I be
develop
a
your
Goomba?
golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your
This is
character
so much better
however
than the
you'd
tennis
like.
game.
You can also use your
Look at that
Mii in versus
cowboy.
play. Put your golfing
Mario's
skills to
looking
the
dapper
test
too.
when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
Hella classy. I like it,
The
actually.
latest game in the Mario Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar
It's
golf
all about the
gameplay
speed
with
golf,
easy-to-learn controls.
You just haul ass.
Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch.
How come Yoshi doesn't get a costume?
Let's
It's
move
like
on
Yoshi
to more
and Donkey
Nintendo
Kong are
Switch
just like,
headlines.
yeah, they're animals. Yeah, Bowser looks pretty
Check out
fresh.
these games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Alright.
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set
watched a
between
friend play
Borderlands
this
2
game.
and 3,
It's pretty
this
fun.
game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch, March 24th.
I know Tall
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to
I like the
Nintendo
poker
Switch.
game that they had.
Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet
about
arcade
Raiden?
goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free, then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today.
But most of these games are on like the Nintendo something.
Brains. As a zombie,
Stuff
you just
the
can't get enough
zombie?
of them. In this action game from Aspire, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city
Stuff
by
the
turning
Zombie
humans
is coming
into
to
your
the Switch?
undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during
Oh
your
my
grisly mission.
goodness.
This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th.
Such an old ass
Pre-orders
game.
begin today
right?
on Nintendo
Is this
eShop.
the same stuff?
It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait,
That's-
aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass, beam katana-wielding assassin Travis Touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world.
What's wrong?
Hey, not so fast! To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world is at stake, so get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense when No
That's
More
an
Heroes
Akari,
3 lands on Earth.
Akira
Or,
reference
you know,
right there.
Nintendo Switch, August 27th.
Nice. My friend was saying that they weren't going to get any information
Exterminate
about that,
demons
so that's
in
pretty cool.
heaven.
Uh-oh.
As above, so below.
That's
Why do they
Spike's
need
voice?
assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
That is Spike from Cowboy Bebop. I forget the actor's name.
or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself.
It's almost like a...
God's judgment has nothing to do with it.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's interesting though.
Uncover Heaven's Mysteries in Neon White, coming to Nintendo Switch, winter 2021.
Like it was just like happening so
The
fast.
DC superhero girls are here to save the day.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and Bathook. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school life. And trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School. Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some shopping downtown with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it. Hey, I got a comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh, something really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what.
Chest lasers.
Just gotta make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th. Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Wait a second. Rain? Music bumping though.
It's about to get electric. I feel it in the air. The streets are loud, the beats too loud. We don't care. We friends, we be vibing. City don't sleep in the neon lighting. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Everybody get up. Everybody get down. Come on, jump into the madness right now. Everybody get up. Everybody get down. We gonna get to the same one. Everybody get up. Everybody get up.
It looks cool. I've always wanted to play like the Plants vs. Zombies shooter games.
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can.
Is this hold on.
Band together on a
Metopia's
quest
on
to
the
face
Switch?
evil and save faces. Metopia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, there's the 3DS
Cast
game.
me characters in various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord.
Evil stand.
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous.
Or make them look like anime characters.
In the world of Metopia, relationships are key.
Uh-oh.
So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds pretty darn good! Care for it, and it'll lend a hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Metopia, coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I'm surprised, actually.
Super Mario-themed items are coming to your island.
Guess I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming
look,
to the
it's Green
Animal
Mario.
Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items. So place them however and wherever you'd like.
Oh, the thwomp? I like it.
You can also place 2 warp pipes.
And it actually takes you to places?
Then use them to travel between locations on your island.
I'm sold.
Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom? A free update for the game launches February 25th.
Well, I know what
After
I'm doing
downloading
on my,
it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
It's about damn time. I'm about to just buy everything.
Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information.
Guess I'm playing Animal Crossing.
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
Enjoying life.
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game.
It's a good game.
I hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
I kind of want to get it on the Switch, but
Next,
mostly because
we have
Bowser's
another game
Fury.
to show you.
Uh-oh. Is it a new Mario? Wait a second. Oh, I thought that was Link. I saw the green and a guy looked kind of like Link. I was like, oh.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords!
Never.
Is this,
Asphoros will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
I've heard the
You
soundtrack.
and no
and it
other
sounds
must
really
decide
nice.
how we proceed. You are a leader and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
Bam!
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Triangle strategy.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War.
Someone was
Though the
salty.
hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
Sorry, that was funny. That caught me off guard.
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A
It's like Final
character's
Fantasy
attack range
Tactics.
is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking
Yeah,
from
it's like
higher
Final Fantasy
ground with
Tactics.
long-range
That's cool.
weapons such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to
Already hear a
gain
friend
the
of mine
upper
going,
hand.
It's about damn time we
An
get,
enemy
like, a
outflanked
strategy
is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
So you can just bump him into another person.
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win. Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic.
Wow.
It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action.
That's really cool. They're going, like, there's a lot of
Throughout
environment,
the story,
like,
you
battle
will be
to it.
faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations.
We need your blade.
Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced!
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Uh-oh.
Project
We're
Triangle
tied.
Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Hold on. I saw one of those helmets. Oh, it's a Star Wars thing. Is this back?
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7.
It's the one
Clash in this
logo
third-person shooter
of the
coming
dog.
to Nintendo Switch
That used to
in
make like
2021.
Facebook games.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
Knockout City.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon!
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets! I'll get some!
Or is it dodgeball? It's dodgeball? Oh my.
Hey, Lieutenant! Pass to me!
Roger that, Princess! Here!
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
That's cool. I kind of want to play this.
Incoming! Beat the ball! Beat the ball! Catch me!
Roger that! Hands up, Your Highness!
Eat this!
Beat the ball!
Lost it! Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers! Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters?
Not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show!
Pass to me! What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man, one more game!
Knockout City. I like it. I like it. I definitely would play that. I'll play a little bit of it.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, cause you're all going to play a little game of fate for me!
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life. Literally, disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park. The 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet! Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled!
the game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate!
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with a group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th. Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades.
Oh, hey.
Hades, the critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards, is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
Nice. I've heard a lot of good things about the game.
3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
Ninja Gaiden?
Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
What about the zombie one? They should have added the zombie one into it. Might as well.
You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies.
Or just
Quickly
rapidly
gauge your
keep
opponent's
dying
movements
because
while
of how
unleashing fast and
intense
frenzied
characters are
combos.
gonna be moving.
And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny.
It's
All
that lady
previous downloadable
from
content,
Dead or
including
Alive.
costumes and game modes, are included. Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
They should have just added the corny zombie one in there.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
I'm not a big fan of these type of games, but this one was pretty fun. Rally weapon. So new stuff for Link. Oh, I didn't see what else was in there. Dang it. I wasn't reading.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch.
Uh-oh.
Bravely Default 2 is almost here.
That's a cute little
4
bear
Heroes
in
of
the
Light
snow.
will soon embark on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop your characters and master the Brave and Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
I need to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available.
That guy's beard was super pointy.
The latest installment in the legendary
I like the art
Ghosts and
design of
Goblins
this.
series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the Demon Realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders
So
are
two-
available now on Nintendo eShop.
So you can make the game easier. They've been trying to find different ways to make this game easier.
8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch.
What about Chrono
Travel through a
Trigger?
stunning sci-fi world with
I
any
have
of
it
the
on the
protagonists,
computer, but still.
each with
What
their
about
own
Chrono
stories.
Trigger?
With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new legendary Pathfinder skin, and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us.
Well, we got
Next,
this. Like,
please take a
understand
look
it's
at
long,
this.
But we got some cool stuff for you. Uh-oh.
Hello there. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game.
He's like,
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
I'm just here for right now.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Is it Skyward Sword? Uh-oh. It is. Nice. This game was good. It was a good game. There's a couple of issues and problems that I had with the game, but it's still a really good game. Nice. Well, I'll get it.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks.
The parry system.
You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
C-sticks.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Joy-Con drifts.
Here's something else we've been working on.
Uh-oh.
Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
And they're gone.
The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield
they're
motif.
gone.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
I remember that part.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I was like, don't worry. I'm still making Breath of the
Well,
Wild 2.
what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick.
The soundtrack, like
Okay,
the orchestra,
the next
is
game
so
will be our
nice.
last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
The last one? Okay. Splatoon. What? What is this? Is this another DLC? Man, this is gonna be cool. Okay, I'm excited. The soundtrack? Hear the crossbow? So you can pop up now. Your character literally pops up. Aw, man. Alright. That's cool.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time.
I see what you did there.
Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Nice. I liked it. It was good. They definitely showed the games that people wanted to see besides Zelda. You know, um, there was no more information on Metroid, but I feel like because they're still hiring for a lot of things, they probably are not going to hear about it for like another year or so. It's going to probably be one of those games where it's going to be heavily worked on over time. Um, there was a couple of games that surprised me. Um, I'm gonna try to check and see if I can transfer my accounts from the PS4 to the Switch on Fall Guys, because I will play it on the Switch. Uh, yeah, I definitely liked it a lot. It was pretty cool. I can't be picky and go, man, how come they didn't show this or that? But this is only for the first half, because when they announced it, it was like the first half of the year. So they might even do another one in like, sometime after summer or so. So we'll have to just figure it out. But anyways, I don't want to just monologue and, try to mumble and figure out words and things I can say. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know I didn't like scream and yell or anything like that like some people do, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. That will be the end of the video. See you later. Be safe, and